Alrighty, you pretty bastards. Welcome back to episode 2 of the Objectively Wrong podcast, where we talk about how Ethan has objectively wrong WWE takes on animals and how he thinks he can take some on. He's wrong. He's wrong. He's just wrong. I'm talking like I'm Donald Trump.
I'm going to say that.
Anyway, I'm your host, Aren, and this is my co-host, Ethan.
That's me. I think I have more to say than being just objectively wrong. I think I have a strat. It's pro strat.
So you think you can throw hands with the kangaroo?
With the right preparation.
All right,
This is the right preparation.
This is his preparation. He gets a tile room as requested of him with tile flooring. Those stupid whatever they are, your stilts or whatever that make you jump like a dumbass kangaroo. I don't know what they are, but it's just.
If any of you guys have been to Disneyland or whatever parade, it's those things that people wear to jump really high, and it's really cool. But basically, I only need 3 things. I need a kitchen tile floor, a bunch of vegetable oil, and those things. And easy, that kangaroo's going down, man.
All right, so he has this. All right, so you're dropped into the wilderness of Australia. Let's say you got all that shit behind you, and you gotta go find the fucking kangaroo. Explain what you're gonna do, buddy, because I'm dismantle your whole argument with 1 sentence.
I actually haven't thought about how I'm gonna find the kangaroo.
How are you gonna aggro a kangaroo to follow you into a tile house? What are you gonna do?
Probably ask its opinion on the Godzilla versus King Kong
Right,
and then argue against them.
All right, so assuming somehow, which you don't even know, already proved that you're gonna die. So somehow, if you manage to lure, let's say you somehow get its attention, you think you're gonna make it back to that tile house?
That's what the spring things are for, man.
All right, so Ethan, I have a fun fact for you. Kangaroos can go up to 70 miles an hour. So,
did you actually do?
Yeah,
did you actually do freaking research?
I did. The average pace that they go is around like 13 miles ish. They have an intermediate jogging pace around 40, and if they want to go real fast, they can go 70. So, you still think those are gonna be useful?
You're gonna pull out your bibliography, bro?
Yeah, I got you. Wikipedia. Fastest animals, fastest mammals. Kangaroos there.
That's actually okay. I learned something new today.
There you go. So you still think you're gonna make it to that tile house?
Bro, I'll just break his ankles, bro. I'll just dodge and weave. I'll wait till he goes like 60 miles per hour at me, and I'll just duck a left.
So you can react that fast?
Well, that depends on how far away he is.
Okay, let's get a car, buddy. Let's have a car go at you 60 miles per hour. Let's see how fast you can avoid that shit.
How far away is the car, though?
It's like fucking 10 feet away, bro. You gotta piss off the kangaroo. It's not gonna be like a mile away.
Dude, this isn't like the new Ferrari. That kangaroo can't go like 60 miles per hour in like 10 feet.
All right, then. Okay, buddy. All right. 0. What do I type in? Kangaroo acceleration? I feel like kangaroo acceleration works.
We're gonna need to pull a physics major into this.
I swear to God, please don't. Contestants on kangaroo mother care. I don't care about the care of the mother. Well, so far there is
to see if kangaroos could beef.
I've seen no research on the acceleration of a kangaroo specifically. It's some bullshit about a mother care and a rat locomotion. I don't know what either of these things are, but you'll never know. But I'm gonna say this. It's probably fucking fast. It probably ain't gonna take too long. It's for hopping. It doesn't need to wind up anything. It just goes.
Dude, this isn't Looney Tunes. You can't go top speed in like 10 feet.
Yeah, but it's hopping. It's not like running where it needs to build up speed. It just hop. And then bam, it hop faster. It's like exponential. I feel like running's a linear track. I feel like a kangaroo is exponential because it just hops. It uses less energy.
I'm looking at videos right now to see how fast these dudes could go.
Oh yeah. This is your denial of trying to prove that you can actually somehow live to long enough to go into your fucking little safe house.
Look, dude, I'm serious, man. You can't go top speed within 10 feet.
Yeah, but I don't think you'll make it back to the house even if it doesn't have like top speed acceleration that's like 0 to 2 seconds. Even if it takes that kangaroo a while to hit 72, I really doubt it. I really doubt you'll make it. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to apologize for my Wi-Fi issues because apparently Ethan is frozen on my screen right here. Hello. And I can't really do anything about that. So we've lasted one episode without having any Wi-Fi issues. It's honestly impressive. Oh, we're back. Perfect.
Are you back?
I'm back.
Yeah, your face went. I heard you, but your face was gone.
Yeah, you were completely frozen. I heard nothing. I was like, well, it's finally started. My shitty Wi-Fi is kicking in. Spectrum Internet,
The
we
kangaroo
absolutely
got
love
me.
it.
The kangaroo got to me, you know. It
And
was
man,
sick of me bad talking them, and they came in.
the kangaroo popped up right behind you and was like, I'm about to kill you, bitch.
No, the square.
Have you seen the kangaroos? Have you seen those
No,
jacked up kangaroos, bro?
No, they got. Actually, no, they have decent arms. Never mind.
Bro, they're fucking jacked. They jacked.
Okay, that's fair. They're not Godzilla.
Well,
Godzilla.
yeah, nothing is Godzilla. Nothing beats Godzilla.
Look, don't hit me with your biology crap.
All right, nothing beats Godzilla. No dumbass
Except for
monkey.
King Kong, bro.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, dude.
Yeah,
I'm telling
no.
you.
So, for context, my friend sent the group chat a meme about Le Monk and the literal nuclear lizard, and I haven't seen a single Godzilla or King Kong movie, but I know Godzilla better fucking win. Then Ethan rolls up with him going, yeah, man, Godzilla's gonna win. But King Kong and our lovely other friend rolls up with his trash take thinking Kong somehow can win.
Look, here, I'm going to use your own principle against you, Aren. Kangaroos could go super fast within like a few feet, right? Same thing for King freaking Kong, man. Godzilla just stomps like half a mile every 2 minutes.
Fun fact, when something goes out like that as a blast, it just goes pop. Even if King Kong's right here, Godzilla opens his mouth, boom, fucking 180-degree range is covered.
There's by a fucking nuke. Range. No,
it's a fucking nuke the size of a county. It's not like one narrow beam that causes destruction. It's a fucking nuke. You literally use out a beam.
You've literally never seen a Godzilla movie.
I've seen clips. That's all that matters. I've seen clips. I've seen what that bitch can do. That it go boom, and then it fucking desecrate literal like.
That makes no. How does it go 180 degrees? That makes no.
Because it's the fucking powerful beam. It just spews out and covers everything around him.
That means he would lose his jaw, bro.
Bro, no, he wouldn't. He's fucking Godzilla. Yeah. It's his biology. It's his fucking biology. He's just able to do that. It's like those one animal that can fucking spew fire out of its mouth.
So okay, but he's got a charge though, dude.
It doesn't take that long.
Yeah, but that's time that King Kong could use.
Dude. Okay, what's King Kong gonna do? Punch it? What's that punch gonna do to fucking Godzilla?
No, you just have to go around, dude.
All right, then Godzilla will just turn around. And if Godzilla,
do you know how slow that guy turns around? Have you seen those clips of him just walking?
All right, then. You know what he just does? He just says, "Fuck it, I have a neck." Bop. Fucking dead.
Godzilla does not have a neck, bro. That's
he literally can turn.
Enable screen sharing.
He can literally just do this. I have pictures of Godzilla already on my laptop. Don't worry about
screen share him, bro.
I got you. Let me just separate my tabs so I don't accidentally dox myself and show what school I go to. I don't need the internet to know that one yet.
Yes, all of our 2 subscribers are gonna...
Hey man, 3. Let's get it right. We got 3 subscribers and one of them isn't you, I think.
Oh yeah. Oh, I haven't. No, I did subscribe.
Okay, then I'm just throwing shade for no reason.
Yeah.
All right. Look at that girthy, juicy neck. That's the neck that can turn.
You cannot turn, dude. You can't turn with that neck.
Yeah, you can. Look at this. Look at that fucking neck, bro. He got
Okay,
range. He can turn.
okay, look, he turned 15 degrees up. That's literally it.
All right. See, well, the problem is every picture of Godzilla is either him roaring or him just neutral, like posed up, like he's in a T-pose position. So that's
I'm t
kind of a problem. There's no other pictures other than him doing a roar or him just like
just
vibing.
we have to pull up videos from like the Godzilla movies or
Fuck
something.
that. Oh, never mind. I thought you were gonna say the actual like trailer for the movie. I was gonna be like, fuck that movie. It looks like Kong's gonna win.
See, there's even a picture of my theory, bro.
Look, you see
Look,
this? You see that three-headed dragon? Godzilla killed that. He
look,
slaughtered that. They got more
he's
range. He's all tied up. And he fucking killed it. He
but
destroyed that
look at the
bitch.
neck, dude. The
Yeah, but he
neck.
killed it. He killed the fucking thing.
How? How did he do it?
He shot a big ass laser straight through that bitch and killed it.
Well, that's their fault for getting in front of him.
It's not their fault when Godzilla literally said, fuck you, I'm better than you in every possible way.
Look to the picture to the left, bro. Literally, that's my
Which one?
theory.
What, this one?
No, up. That's literally my theory to a T. That's exactly what's gonna
Godzilla
happen.
literally just will nuke him. You realize Godzilla just got a tail that just whips up and slaps him?
Oh, he
Or
can take Kong can take a tail. Come on.
no, he can't.
Yes, he can.
Godzilla weighs 2,000 plus more tons than King Kong.
But not
You
the
realize how
tail.
the tail is part of it? It's part of his
Yeah,
mass.
but it's not 2,000 tons.
Yeah, but it's still gonna be way more heavy than probably all of God's King Kong combined.
No, look at that tail, dude.
Look, look, it's a fucking Godzilla body like this that makes up 165,000 tons. Godzilla's punk ass is like 60 at best. That
Godzilla?
tail proportionally probably has more weight on it than fucking Godzilla. Because that tail is probably his longest appendage. If let's say like his body, like head body area, is the main bulk of his weight, it probably would give it around like 100 tons. That body head, arms, legs each, and then fucking tail. The tail is probably the majority of the rest. That tail is
You see those
probably
legs,
just
bro?
as
No, it's the
much.
legs. The legs,
That
dude.
tail
That's
is fucking long and girthy. It's a girthy and long tail. It's thick,
that's it.
it's long, it's what every man desires.
Okay. How much does
I did the fucking
Godzilla
math.
weigh?
Godzilla weighs,
I
according to Google, 165,000 tons.
No, actually 90,000 metric tons.
Homie, it's the same shit. Oh my god. Do I have to Google his fucking weight again? Do I have to Google his goddamn weight again? I'm fact checking you right now.
I'm fact checking you. I'm on Google right now,
I'm double
bro.
fact checking you. The first thing that pops up, 1,645.
It says 90,000 for me.
Okay, well, I'm gonna screenshot your wrong ass Google then. Even your Google's biased. This is how you
I,
know you have FBI agents who just feed you what you want to hear. Look at that.
yeah.
Look at that. 164,000 tons.
So what? CNET. Okay, what's CNET, bro?
Bro, it's seen that.
The website that you got. Fact check your
Okay,
the
you want
sources,
to go
bro.
to you want what? You want to go to the Monsterverse wiki? You want to go to the
90,000
Kaiju
tons.
Encyclopedia?
I think that
2004,
so he's got
2019.
bigger.
Hey man, look, it's a tough call. See, we got different ones. We got different years. 2021. Let's see if they tell the weight of 2021. Okay, well, it looks like I don't want to read, so we're just gonna not read any of that. We're gonna go
No.
up.
Hey, look. Content. Godzilla
Okay,
versus Kong, bro.
it's just gonna be talking about the movie, Chief.
I don't know, man. We
It's
might get some
it's literally just
speculation.
it's just a movie, bro.
Okay, fine.
Okay, it didn't
See,
take.
that's literally just a steady stream. That isn't 180 degrees, bro.
Godzilla will encounter and battle Kong in this film. That's all they got. That's all their knowledge.
True. Okay, that's fair.
Alrighty. Do we have anything else? Thermonuclear pulses. This bitch is literally just a nuke. So if he doesn't have a beam, he can just nuke himself if he fucking feels like it.
What?
Look, there you go. Look, uh, he can release pulses of radioactive energy. That's basically what a fucking nuke is. Yeah, he absorbed a nuclear blast and then released it.
Okay, but King Kong isn't gonna give him a nuclear
You
blast. He
don't know.
won't
What
have
if he
that
can do it
power.
on command now? What if he can do it on command?
That's just what ifs, bro.
See?
Like, come on.
See? He demonstrated variation of it. Focused waves from his panels. He can do it on command. There you go.
Okay.
His weakness is excess radiation, something you just said Godzilla can't, or yeah, King Kong can't provide.
That way, that makes no
So,
sense. He's literally is radiation,
yeah,
basically.
but he can't absorb too much. I mean, if you absorb too much water, you'll die, and you're 70% water, so
Touche,
there
touche.
you go. And as you said, fucking King Kong can't provide any radiation, so that's not a weakness for him.
Okay, but you can still get around that. See, short arms, bro. Short arms.
Where? Where?
There, bro.
Where? What?
Literally at the
Under
bottom of the
Mutos?
page.
Oh,
Bottom of the
short
page.
arms? Too short? Okay. Okay, a male Muto. I don't know what a Muto is.
I don't know either.
Okay, yeah, I don't know Godzilla lore, but whatever a Muto is, apparently a Muto can do that.
I told that's exactly what just King Kong just needs to go for the headlock, and he's
Look, I'm
got
just
it.
saying, look at the sentence. Look, after defeating a Muto, the thing that can literally was said that is able to fucking take advantage of Godzilla's weakness, and apparently is an actual natural predator to him. Godzilla fucking killed it. Godzilla killed one. Despite the fact that it's his natural predator is his weakness and can exploit his short arms. Godzilla killed one.
As one dude. As one
And
dude.
and then he defeated another one. He defeated two. He defeated two, Ethan.
But hear me out. Hear me out.
He defeated both the male and the female. That's gender equality
Dude,
as well. Godzilla
uh,
supports gender equality.
I didn't want to pull up my trump card,
Oh yeah?
but
I'll just put
opposable thumbs.
the fuck's that gonna do? What is the King Kong gonna be like? I can grab stuff, buddy. Oh,
Oh
look
no,
at me
bro.
pulling a door handle.
King Kong could literally have a 2-story tall Glock, basically.
He literally in the wiki said that Godzilla had a fucking like skyscraper dropped on top of him and pinned down, and he got up. It's literally just what the sentence after killing the male Muto.
But
It was like
King Kong could King Kong could
what?
just shoot the dude with a 2-ton like gun.
Who's giving King Kong a 2-ton gun? Who's giving Godzilla that gun? Explain to me who's giving him a gun.
No one's giving Godzilla a gun. Everyone's giving King Kong the
Yeah,
gun.
who's giving King Kong the gun?
Let's be honest.
Where's he getting that gun?
If the United Nations were like, all right, bro, one of these monsters have to win, who would they choose, bro?
They would choose
The one that would
Godzilla because the nation of Japan treats Godzilla as a protector, as seen in this latest trilogy of Godzilla. The whole point of the King Kong versus Godzilla movie is why is King Kong attacking humans? He doesn't do that. They would, of course, support fucking Godzilla. In the King Kong movie, they go and target. In the King
is that
Kong
actually
movie,
the
yeah, that's
is
the
that
whole
actually the
gist.
friend? That's
Yeah,
the whole
that's the whole
premise.
fucking premise. That's the only reason why the humans bring in King Kong. They're like,
Wait.
why is Godzilla killing humans? That's not his thing.
Exactly. So they would rather have King Kong survive.
So
'cause
yeah, but
Godzilla's
let's say, oh, we're not talking about the movie though. And if these two just showed up, encountered each other, start throwing down, UN's supporting Godzilla because they're like, this dude protects people. First fucking King Kong movie, they're trying to kill him. Each King Kong movie that like we've had in recent times is King Kong fucking fighting with the military.
That's true.
Of course, they got a clear bias in who they support. I'm just saying, Chief.
I love how you said like you basically knew nothing about Godzilla, but you're busting out all the facts right now.
Hey man, this is called being an intellectually gifted person, and it's called this. This is how I finesse my English class. This is how I finesse my history class. You don't need to do research to have facts. You don't need to research to present an argument. You need to know enough and make enough logical conclusions where no one can realistically argue with you as long as you know enough. I know enough I need to. I know Godzilla weighs more. I know he's a nuke, and I know the general gist of his plots. That's
His
all I need to
plots.
know. All I need to know is his basic gist of movie plots, his powers, and his just biology. That's all I need.
You know,
I
Art,
don't
I
do
think
my
this is
history readings. I don't do my history readings. I wait until the day of my essay, see what the prompt is, read whatever I need to read, and spew facts, and then get A's. How you do it?
you know, I think this is easily, I know this is literally only our second episode, but I think this is the most chaotic one because this is just going like one of our normal conversations without any context for anyone who's watching. Like this has
Yeah,
been building up for a week, and we literally just
yeah,
give a passing glance to, oh yeah, we're having this argument, and then we just go straight into it.
yeah. This is basically just the gist of what we do. Our entire group chat Discord was just me and Ethan in all caps, just yelling at each other.
That's absolutely true.
Yeah,
Art
there
even had
wasn't
to
a
pull up a
single thing.
picture of a T-Rex for support at one
Yeah,
point.
because you said he got short arms like a T-Rex, and I whipped out a T-Rex, and I was like, "How that T-Rex don't got proportional arms? Godzilla does.
Godzilla, it's still not proportional,
It's
bro.
mostly proportional. It ain't like a T-Rex. A T-Rex can't do anything with its hands. Godzilla can still slap a bitch. Godzilla can just do this, and even if he has like a range of 5 feet, bam, you're dead. Bam, you're grabbed. Godzilla can do that. A T-Rex can't. A T-Rex is like, oh, I mean, I guess I'll just like do this, maybe. I don't know.
Dude, does Godzilla even have like actual elbow joints?
I don't know. Probably,
Okay,
yeah.
no, he does. But he just
Yeah.
has, oh, he does have thumbs. I guess he could grab something.
Yeah, he literally grabs monsters. There's literally in one of the movies, he fucking grabs a bitch, goes, hits his head up, and just goes nuke, and just fucking shoots a beam right through its throat and decapitates it like that. Hey,
I
he
think
literally
I've seen
kills a
that.
thing like that. Yeah. Pretty sure it's in one of the, I think it was like the 2014 one. He literally hits the dude
Yeah.
on the floor, grabs the neck, yeets it, and just goes, bah! Then just rips the fucking head off like that. And
Wait,
grabs stuff.
when does King Kong versus Godzilla come out again?
2021 this year. And
Wait, like what part?
I
Isn't
don't
there a release date?
I don't know if there is. The trailer dropped and everyone got really fucking pissed because it looked like King Kong had a fucking win.
Let me see.
Uh,
Release date.
Looking, I do not see one right now. Oh, March 31st.
March 31st. Yeah.
So
Dude.
I'm gonna just say this. I don't give a shit what happens in the movie. They're saying there's gonna be a definitive winner. I already have problems with the fact that a monkey is as tall as Godzilla and the fact that it's making now like God King Kong has a chance. He doesn't. Apparently, they got some lore. Apparently, there's a whole connected universe or some shit of dinosaurs or
Or
versus like
they're gonna do
monkeys.
the what's like Marvel Cinematic Universe, but with King Kong, the King Kong
Bro, they've been
cinematic
like
universe.
building up to this. Everyone wants a cinematic universe. Like, why? Why do we have to add lore to a
Okay,
King Kong versus Godzilla fight?
honestly, if they should just stick with the fact that these movies are just dumb fun. No
Yeah, we
one
don't
no
watch it for a plot.
no one needs like actually involved characters and like universes. People just want to see a monkey beat up a Godzilla. That's it.
People literally only watch these monster flicks to be like, I want to see how the fuck the main monster is gonna slaughter its enemy. That's the whole gist of each of these movies.
You know,
We don't need plot.
it reminds me of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies
I
because
haven't
like
seen a single one.
oh my gosh, and it's this anyway. It's the same principle. It's like the first two movies were fantastic because it's literally just fun pirate at sword fighting and action and you know that sort of stuff. But then like the next few movies get into this really like supernatural curses and all that stuff, and it's like it's just not as entertaining. It's just plain boring, honestly.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna say this. What was I gonna say? Fuck. Whoops. Yeah, it'd be like that. Well, I completely forgot what I was gonna say. I completely forgot what I was gonna say. Damn, I had a whole point. I was gonna go
Yeah.
off on cinematic universe and just forgot. But
It
yeah, we
isn't.
don't need that many, especially for a Godzilla King Kong movie. I don't care about the lore. I don't care that there was
I,
a history where monkeys fought lizard nukes somehow, and we're like one
Lizard
on one. Or
nukes.
I don't care if like King Kong is the last of its species, and it's like, oh yeah, he's like the fucking end because like back in fucking ancient times they fought each other. That's why he lives on a
It's,
stranded island or some shit.
honestly,
I don't give a shit. I don't care.
I would pay like 4 times the usual movie ticket price if the movie was literally just them duking it out for an hour and a
I
half.
want that. I just want an hour and a half of raw fighting. I don't need any
Yeah,
emotion. My
yeah.
emotional attachment to the film is wanting Godzilla to win. I don't care about anything that's gonna happen. If I watch that movie, I don't give a shit about anyone. Hey, whoever, the whole fucking human race can be wiped out of existence. I will be perfectly fine. I won't have a single bad thought. I won't even be like, oh, that sucks. I'll be like, fuck yeah, hell yeah, go Godzilla, killed everyone.
You
That's
know what
all
they're
I,
calling
I
it?
that's all I want to see. I just want to see fucking Godzilla win. That's my attachment.
I have a really bad feeling that they're probably gonna put in some unnecessary romantic subplot or something.
Between
Like,
who and who?
no, like I don't know, like the military always gets involved. It's probably I have a feeling that they're gonna have some like military officer like fall in love with a new intern and be like, no,
God,
I have to save the intern in the middle of the chaos of the fight.
I fucking hate that. I hate the fact that the military are ever a subplot in these movies. Like Transformers. Why was the military ever remotely as involved as it needed to be? They literally serve no purpose. I think by the third movie, like the military and and like the Autobots were like a full-on like organization and like developing weapons to like target Decepticons. I don't need that. I don't need humans involved in my robot fighting. Okay? Because the humans are weak. They go down in one move. Fucking stomped on them, dead. Anything. I don't give a shit. Humans
It's
fundamentally cannot beat a fucking robot. And I don't know why they always need to be in these fucking monster movies.
okay. How about this? In addition to our bet on who would win the fight, we should do a bet on how much runtime is dedicated to useless characters.
Oh god,
And
bro, half the film plus. The fighting is gonna be the last act. And
of course it's gonna be the
it's
last
gonna
act.
be
Yeah.
this is what's gonna happen. Godzilla's gonna roll up. He's gonna be destroying. Military's gonna be like, why is he destroying? Oh my god, we gotta find something. Some dude's gonna be like, Kong Island, King Kong, Big Monkey. They're gonna spend all the first act getting King Kong. It's gonna be a whole fight sequence. King Kong's gonna fuck shit up. They're gonna train him or something, restrain him on a boat. Fucking second half is gonna start with King Kong rolling up, jumping out of the lake like in the trailer. They're gonna throw down. It's gonna have that subplot with the fucking girl that can talk to King Kong or whatever. She's probably gonna.
Oh no,
It's gonna
no,
be
they better
that.
not pull that.
That's good. Like the first act is probably gonna be introducing the girl living with King Kong or something. The military shows up, stuff gets crazy. Like they train Godzilla, and then like second act Godzilla, or they don't train Godzilla, they train King Kong. Godzilla shows up second act. They fight once. God, I guess King Kong wins somehow, survives. They make it to the government. Uh, they make it back, and then literally it's just gonna be third. Like second act is gonna be King Kong like lore, like fashioning a way to beat him. Military's gonna be like super involved. The girl's probably gonna show up, be like, "Yeah, go kill Godzilla. You need to." Third
You,
act
you
is gonna be
know,
them fighting for like 15 minutes. Then government's gonna come back like, by the way, guys, we built a robot Godzilla. We built Mechazilla, like in the
oh my
old films.
gosh.
Or it's gonna be them fighting, and then the ending is gonna be, oh look, this is what's controlling Godzilla. The military's gonna stop it. Godzilla's gonna calm down. King Kong's probably like just gonna maybe beat it somehow. Godzilla's like, yo, hold up, I'm chill, fam. And then it's gonna end with them going, "We built Mechazilla," because the next movie is gonna be Mechazilla facts. That's it. That I'm making it. That's my read on the entire movie. 50+% is gonna be military.
I can agree with that, but one thing that I guarantee that's gonna happen is that while the fight's gonna be happening, there's gonna be cuts in between the fight where it's just people on computers like King Kong is doing this X and Y,
Oh
click, 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 click,
God,
on the
I hate.
keyboards. the screens are flashing and everything. It's like, what
That's
is he gonna do?
that's
I
the
don't know. And then
safest take to say. It's the safest take to
it's
say because
I
every
guarantee
movie's that way.
I will put money on that, bro. Like I
You'll
guarantee that's
win.
gonna
You'll
happen.
win. Every movie's like that. Every one of
That's
these
why I'm
movies is
putting
like
money
that.
on it.
You just want
Uh,
money to win. I ain't taking that bet. I know for a fact that's gonna happen.
it's oh man. Dude,
God.
question. I'm gonna crack. I'm actually gonna laugh. Like we're gonna be like an hour and a half into the movie, and we're all gonna be super into it. But as soon as I see that shot, I'm gonna laugh, dude.
I'm gonna be so like mildly irritated like throughout the whole movie because I'm gonna be like, I don't give a shit about any of this. Monk versus Lizardman. That's all I want. That's all I
No,
want to see.
I love the way you described Godzilla earlier as lizard nuke.
He's
Because
just a lizard nuke. He really is, at the end of the day, just a lizard nuke.
I just imagined like a gecko being duct taped to like a firecracker. Like
It's just,
that's what
on the Fat Man, when they dropped the Fat Man, they just had like a little mini like Komodo dragon like wielding it like a jetpack. That's just Godzilla. Just Godzilla in a nutshell.
oh my gosh.
Wonderful, wonderful times.
I love how we went from an argument to being unified on how trash and the usual like cookie cutter Hollywood movies are.
Hey man, that's my biggest complaint. That's why I don't watch films anymore. I just support the animated stuff that are good. Because animated films are better than every
If
other
they're done
fucking
well, if they're
genre.
done well.
But we don't talk about Disney. I'm talking about actual good animation studios that care and have a love of animation.
Dude, Wes Anderson, the stop motion films from Wes Anderson are
God.
awesome. Agreed.
Oh man, I can't wait to watch one anime movie that has such fire animation, and I'm so sad I didn't get to see it in theaters when it came out.
Is it a
Promare.
Ghibli one?
No, it's Promare.
Premiere.
Promare. I don't know how it's called, but it's beautiful.
That
It's
actually
like
doesn't ring a bell. How do you spell it?
Pro and then Mare.
Pro MRAE. Oh, premiere release date. Oh, US release date? Is it not
It's
out in the
already
US?
out. It's already out. You can watch the movie. People have already seen it.
Oh,
It's been out
this
for a while.
one.
Yeah, that
I heard
one.
about this.
Yeah, I saw a trailer for it and I said I gotta see this in theaters. And America, being their Hollywood, being their greedy bastards who don't like to support other country film works, will be like, oh, you can have it in theaters for like 2 days at these specific times and never again. And it's the biggest crime because American movies are trash. You see,
It's
if you've seen one film from each genre, you've seen them all, I guarantee it. Any modern film you've seen from each genre, you've seen every other film from the
dude,
last
this
10
has a
years.
dude, this looks good.
It looks, and I can't wait to see it. I can't
I'm
wait to watch
honestly
it.
I'm so down to watch this with the guys.
Yeah, it's a wonderful film. It looks absolutely gorgeous, and I love films that look absolutely gorgeous with animation. Because animation is such an underused medium, in my opinion, because
It
everyone
really is.
everyone has some obsession with making it look as like realistic to life, and I don't need that. If I want to see something that looks realistic to life, I'll watch a fucking live action movie. I'll
How do
watch
you
a
okay?
CGI flick. You live in animation where you literally can create anything. The only limit to animation is our technology and our creativity. And I don't know why people are obsessed with not utilizing either of those things like Disney and going, let's make realistic waves. Let's be so detailed in like the incredible suit that you can see the fiber weaving. No one's gonna
And
see that. No one cares
and and,
about that.
and don't forget that limitations will probably make you more creative in the long run because you have to find creative solutions to whatever
Yeah,
problems you're facing.
look at Spider-Verse. It literally just went off and is
It
easily the
did.
most gorgeous like American animated film I've seen in years. It easily is
It's
my
so
favorite one.
so good, dude. Not to mention oh, where was I going with this? But The Good Dinosaur. That's what you reminded me of.
God.
That movie. Yeah, it's literally it's just. Oh,
You ever
I
look
don't
at a
what.
Pixar movie and go, oh, they didn't feel like thinking this year. They didn't feel like being creative.
Where did
It's a
that
good
good dinosaur even
dinosaur.
come from? That was just. Oh my
Someone
gosh.
watched Land Before Time and got really hooked on that and was like, "Yo, guys, what if we make a Land Before Time?"
Land Before Time, but with ray traced water.
So stupid.
Like it just doesn't work. I don't think it works. I
I
don't
don't
like
think I don't
visually.
think I genuinely don't think a lot of the recently animated Disney films have looked appealing at all to my eye.
And that's an interesting point because like in terms of like the rendering and the technology, it's obviously like it's top tier. It's like industry standard basically. But it's just the general questions like should we have a super cartoony dinosaur in kid with a incredibly detailed
It doesn't
background?
work. It just doesn't
You
mesh.
exactly you could do it, but it doesn't mesh.
It's
It's
one of those things where it's like, sure, you have the abilities to, and it could maybe be fun, but you shouldn't have your entire movie be looking like that. I'm cool with maybe like a flashback segment being done like that because sometimes Pixar does that thing where they like want to switch up animation styles, but like they have like a mini segment in the movie where there's like a weird reason, like maybe like in Inside Out when they like go through that like weird area and they like become different like animation styles where they're like 2D sprites and stuff like that. That worked well. That was a nice little mini segment that
have
didn't
you
mess
seen
up the movie.
have you seen Soul?
No, I haven't, mostly because I thought it was just Inside Out, but with the soul.
There are a lot of similarities, and it you mind if I spoil?
Yeah, I don't care. I don't know
Okay,
about the viewers, so I guess watch out if Ethan's
spoiler
spoiling.
alert, guys.
I don't have an editing software. I don't know when it's gonna end. I don't know.
We're 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 not editing this.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't edit these also. I hope you all know that. I convert the Zoom thing. I convert it onto my laptop. I upload it onto like YouTube, and at most I have a shitty free app called Canva that makes like YouTube thumbnail size images, and I made that. That's it. That's about the most I put effort in when it comes to like editing. It's not even editing, but that's it.
Anyway, spoilers.
Yeah.
So half the movie ends up being a body switch movie.
I do know the basic gist of it. So I
Yeah.
do know most of the points because someone did talk about it. So yeah, I'm not gonna be too surprised by what you say, so you can keep on continuing. I remember that was a big thing.
Yeah, but anyway, so the real world is well. I'll get to that later. But when they're not on Earth, they're like in this like kind of separate. Oh, it's basically like heaven,
I,
basically.
I think the best comparison is the Land of the Dead from Coco.
Yeah, it's like the land of the dead, but the opposite. It's the land of the unborn.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
it's
it's the fucking land from the Boss Baby, bro.
yeah, basically, but in a better movie.
I love that
But
movie. I love that
oh
movie. I
gosh.
don't care about any of the slander against that movie. It was brilliant.
I I haven't seen it, so I can't
It's
judge.
fucking hilarious. It's genuinely one of the funniest fucking movies I've seen. It's
Is it
self-aware.
actually funny?
It's self-aware in the sense. Like they know it's
Okay,
about babies and stuff, so they're not trying to be super serious. And the gags just come from that. Like they're not taking the stuff seriously in the film, and it's just fucking hilarious.
I like
I
that.
laughed a good chunk.
I could get behind that. And self-awareness could go a long way, honestly.
They don't take the film super seriously, and I thank you for that. Like they understand that it's a baby in a tuxedo who's like in a boss organization who's like a CEO or something. Like they make jokes off of that. It works really well. It's funny. It doesn't deserve an Oscar nomination, but it's fucking hilarious, and I absolutely adore it.
You might have convinced me just to watch it on one of those nights where I'm just like, screw it, I want to watch something, you know?
Yeah, if you ever have nothing better to do, I highly recommend it. It's really fucking hilarious.
All right. That's the first time that I think I've ever been recommended to watch The Boss Baby.
Hey man, I'm a different breed. What can I say? I we run objectively wrong. So if
That's
anyone
true.
wants to throw hands, look at the name title. Look at the name title.
Or
Soul. Anyway, Soul.
Yeah. So when they're in this like land of the dead, but not be land of the dead type of thing, some of the people there are actually like animated cubist paintings.
Oh, that's interesting.
So you know how
That's kind of hype.
like Picasso paintings are like super like lines are crossing and it's like
Yeah,
the angles
yeah.
are
I
weird,
hate that art style, but yeah.
but they basically took that kind of line work and they made them into characters.
That's actually really
So
creative. I like that. See, Pixar finding being
exactly.
creative for once.
See, you could it's the principle that you said before about how you're only limited by your creativity, and the only reason is that most animated films look the same is because it's a safe bet.
Yeah.
But you could take so many visual and creative risks with the medium. It's just
And
that
man, Spider-Verse popped off and was like, yeah, the frame rate, we'll use that to tell a story.
exactly. There's
They
so many things that you
literally,
could do with it.
it's like, it's just, man, I wish more American films were like animation. We should make animation. Because I don't know why people have this love of making things that would be wonderful in animation. In live action, I don't get it. Why?
Yeah, like I think I would call it like the Netflix syndrome, how they keep
Fuck.
adapting animes to live action, but it's
God, and they're
really
always so trash. Jesus Christ.
it just doesn't work, you
Can we?
know?
I'm gonna say something that I feel like may get me canceled, but when I watch anime, I know that like in most like not all anime, but some anime like they're located in Japan specifically. Bro, I'm gonna be real with you. Those characters most of the time to me will not look Japanese. Like they just look like I don't know, like just bam, like regular character. Like let's say My Hero. I'm pretty sure My Hero is like located in Japan. None of those
Mhm.
characters look mildly Asian to me. Like, I'm gonna just be real. They just look anime. I feel like anime is its own ethnicity sometimes, just because how like weird of an art style sometimes it can have. But
No, I think you're right. I
shonen,
think anime just looks like anime,
yeah,
you know?
especially basic shonen anime like My Hero that looks like the exact same as every other anime with no creative differences.
Okay,
Like, fuck.
I think it's my turn to get canceled.
All right,
I my roommates have started watching Demon Hunter.
Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer, my bad. It's trash.
Yeah, don't worry,
It's
it
so
doesn't even look interesting.
it's so bad.
Yeah.
I'm really gonna get canceled for this. I know Sebastian, one of our friends, Sebastian, is into this too.
Uh,
Um,
I'm gonna just say that once I've seen like a couple clips of it. Whenever they do that weird animation thing with the water or the fire, beautiful, gorgeous. I love that. Do that for the entire movie. Do that for the whole show. I'd rather have
the
that. I don't want
the
random clips.
the writing is so trash. It's so bad. It's like the most. It just screams amateur writing. Like
Every generic basic weeb being pissed off
and
that
it
their
and
supposedly
yeah,
favorite best anime of the year
and
is
it
now
has
being
the
insulted.
and it has that pet peeve. I have this pet peeve when shown in anime where like the only thing that a character needs to win the fight is to be determined and have self-confidence. Where he'll be like beat down or whatever. It's like, no, I
Uh,
could do it. Just believe I gotta be determined. I'm gonna do it. Yeah. And then that annoys me so much.
I'm surprised we haven't gotten a shonen like parody anime trope where the main character's power is literally self-determination and willpower. And
That's
the
based
entire
no, that's
anime
One Punch
is
Man, dude. That's One Punch
no
Man.
One Punch Man is I want to be the best hero, so therefore I will always beat every villain.
No, Robot Dude.
Oh,
Robot
I
Dude.
haven't seen One Punch Man.
Oh gosh, dang it.
I'm sorry.
Basically,
There's a
so
big
One
list of
Punch
anime I have yet to watch that I'm currently watching again. I'm recently back on
it's
my anime
literally
time.
only 12 episodes long.
I know. I have a thing where I'm watching short anime, and back when I was younger, when I did watch anime frequently, I never finished Hunter x Hunter because Netflix didn't have the full fucking seasons. So now I'm like, yeah, sure. I was almost done with the Chimera arc. I'll finish up Hunter x Hunter. I probably only got like 20 episodes left. It's 147 episodes. I was on like episode 80. I'm like, is this all Chimera Act? I'm at episode 102. It's still Chimera Act. The pacing is
Well,
fine, but I don't understand how the hell. Like, I like went down like looking at like the site I use. Like, they always show like mini thumbnails of each episode, right?
mhm.
I went looking to see if like I could find like a Chimera Act or like I was trying to see like at what point like what character is what. And it was like episode 37 or something. I saw like the king, and I'm like, it's until 37. How long is this arc? How long do we
Yeah,
need to do it?
I
There's
remember the
3 days
build.
left until the fucking celebration happens. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but there's 3 days left until a big thing is happening. I don't know how that's gonna last until for another 37 episodes.
Dude, they build it up so long. Like
Oh
they
my
take so
god.
long to build it up.
Jesus. I have one big complaint with Hunter x Hunter though, now that I'm watching it again.
Hmm.
I hate this. They've done this for so many fights recently where like a character does a thing, but instead of showing it, they have a narrator explain it or a different character explain it. Like in one battle, when the main character like beats the villain and the villain goes, "How the hell did you do that? Like how could you have possibly done that?" And literally the like narrator explains what like the character
Oh, the
kill
narrator. I
like the
remember the
character
narrator, yeah.
Killua like does this really hype thing, but they don't show it. It just like cuts to like him, the villains thinking he's defeated, and then they pop up and Killua defeats them or whatever, because obviously he's the main character or side
Yeah.
character. And then it's like, how'd you do it? And the narrator or like Killua explains it, but like I wanted to see that. That's the hype part of the fight. Of him
Yeah.
doing that thing, figuring out like he figures out obviously what he needs to do, but nowhere in the fight does it say that he understands what to do to win. It doesn't show him strategizing, it just shows him losing. It doesn't show him actually pulling it off. It just shows him like lying dead, and then at the end it narrates. And it does that so for so many of the fights I've seen. It does that where the character will say what's going on in that way. And I'm so tired of that. I want to see him do it. I don't want it explained to me. And that really hinders a lot of the fights I've seen.
I think the if you're gonna do explanations, I think the best time they pulled off an explanation was the Hisoka versus the double dude in Heaven's Arena.
Dude, I don't even remember like half of
Oh
Hunter
man.
x Hunter. It's been like 5, 6 years since I watched the
Oh, no
anime.
wonder.
It's
Yeah.
been a really long time. I remember gists of it. So it's more like I'm like trying to piece together. I like barely remember the net system at all. I'm just now remembering how it worked. I'm like, damn, that's a sick fighting system.
Yeah, it's honestly really well written.
It's
The show
beautiful.
overall, it's so well
It
done.
has a perfect fighting system. That and JoJo's is the only animes where they've had actually good at fighting systems that I've been down for that work well.
Honestly, I think the fighting in JoJo is the best in part two and part four.
I'm gonna say this, you'll really okay, you tried to watch part five of JoJo's and couldn't get into it because how crazy it was. But a lot of the fighting, in almost every fight, it's literally like all of JoJo fights are mostly strategies anyway. But part
Yeah.
five goes really crazy with some of the things they pull off, especially
Mhm.
because the abilities are way crazier, way wackier. So it's a really cool thing to see happen. And unlike Hunter x Hunter, they actually show the characters thinking it out and figuring out ways to win. And then they show them doing the hype winning thing. And it's hype. And I don't know why Hunter x Hunter doesn't want to show the hype scene.
It's like JoJo it's almost like a rejection of this trope you were talking about with the narration explanation.
Yeah,
Because
they don't use narrators.
I remember part three, like they took it in step. Like it was a source of pride for them. Because whenever Jotaro started figuring things out, the guitar riff would come
Yeah,
in, and you'd be like, "Oh
yeah, that's
shoot!"
my favorite thing
Like,
about JoJo's. They literally they will literally tell you what's going on by the music most of the
yeah,
time. And it's honestly wonderful because like JoJo easily got the best fight scenes. People can
there,
argue the story or anything, but JoJo got best fight scenes because they're easily the most creative and it never gets boring. Because each fight is fundamentally different because everyone has a different ability.
yeah. There was that one solo episode with the grandpa. I forgot his name. Uh,
I'm trying. Which part are we talking about?
it's like old Jonathan, part three.
Part three? Oh, old Joseph. Johnson's.
Joseph, yeah.
I'm not gonna say that.
Yeah, it's
Spoiled fucking part three.
yeah. It's all I remember the solo episode with old Joseph basically handling a fight on his own. That was cool because he's
Yeah.
basically a support character for most of the show.
I'm sad about that he became a support character, and I get that like the whole system of like because JoJo had like for people who haven't seen JoJo's, it's this hype anime, and in like the first two parts of it, like the first two seasons, they have a power system, and then the writer like didn't want to use that power system because he couldn't think of any way to make creative fights, so he thought of stands, which are like these It's basically like everyone has a different power set that's like a manifestation of their soul and personality. So like the author liked the idea, he just didn't know how like to make it work. And then he thought of a reason, and like it's fine. I don't really care, but it's a good reason enough to make sense. So there's a switch, and one of the characters, like the main character in the second part, is fundamentally mostly useless for the third part. But
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that I don't like it, but like it makes sense because like I just wish one of the things. Do you remember the weird creepy villain, the shadowy dude?
There's a few creepy villains. Which one are you
Uh,
talking about?
in part three, the one who is able to make you get younger with his power.
Oh, that was so weird. That was
Yeah.
so
I
weird.
wish that Joseph would have been that because I would have loved to see prime like 20 something year old Joseph not having to
Oh
stand,
yeah.
but then going, I have Hamon and going
Yeah.
off and beating him with Hamon. And maybe like I'd be cool if it was Jotaro still like watching because I feel like that would be a very nice bonding moment between the two. Like grandfather,
Mhm.
grandson, like his grandson like sees what his like grandfather did in his prime, and it would have been really
Mhm.
cool. I would have enjoyed that a lot.
That'd be fun. Oh man. There's so many possibilities. I want to I've always wanted to try my hand at like writing something, but it's such a
Uh,
yeah.
it's rough. I have a really big idea of like probably a comic series or something of a whole ass universe. I've thought of a whole world in my head, but I'm simply
Mhm.
not gifted enough at art nor have the resources to hire a company to make this happen. So
Yeah.
it will sadly live in my head until eventually one day I maybe hire someone to make it or something. But it lives in
Kickstarter,
my pride
bro.
and joy. Yeah, but like I don't know what to do because I have like I don't know how to do those resources. I feel like people go on Kickstarter at least like either have the resources and the tools or the connections to make it happen. I have nothing. I would be like, give me
That's
money,
what
please.
Kickstarter is
I'll
for.
I'll be like, give me money, please. I'll try to figure something out. I cannot guarantee it. I would be the sketchiest Kickstarter. I'd be like, hey guys, I want to make a comic or like show. I don't have any knowledge. I don't have any tools. I'm not a writer or an animator. I have no connections. Please just give me money. I'll try to make it happen. That would be my
You have to do
Kickstarter.
like a proof of concept thing.
Yeah. I'll probably just like sell it to someone in the future. Be like, hey, can you
That could
make this
work.
series or a comic, please? Because it's hype. I love it. It has a full ending.
Mhm.
It has a start and a finish, which I love.
Dang, I haven't gotten that far. I just
Yeah,
have different ideas every now and then. I'm gonna be like, yeah, that was cool. That would be cool.
yeah.
And
I always think of cool ideas like that, and then I'm like, oh fuck, I will never have this happen.
I that's life.
Yeah, I need to do a thing where I list off my ideas in the podcast. So if if any studio makes something that I had thought of, I sue for them viewing my video and taxing my idea and getting royalties because I've got a couple. I got a couple.
Royalties.
I want royalties if anyone ever listens and taxes my idea. One of them, one of the simpler ones that I thought of recently was kind of like a JoJo thing of stands where it's like a manifestation of your soul. And now that I think about it, it's kind of an end concept too from Hunter x Hunter, but it's basically like everyone has like an aura essentially within them, and they just gotta like
Mhm.
bring it out. And depending on like if and like it can be done through like a martial arts and training or just like life circumstances.
Yeah.
Like you're about to die, adrenaline kicks in, just whips out. It's kind of like one of those things that's just like in a soul. And it's just
Uh-huh.
like people essentially have like these different powers, and there's like different like guilds and like groups just around the world. And there's just like demons, there's monsters, and it's just like the story of just like a couple people just using those powers and just like fighting off demons, going on adventures. And the main like dude essentially controls storms, which is like a high power, and I really like
Hmm.
it. He like controls the elements of a storm basically. So he controls wind, ice, water, lightning. At one point, I was debating if he should be able to control like solar flares and stuff, because like solar flare could be considered a storm, but I
Hmm.
thought that was too busted. And there's like gods and dragons and mythical creatures too, so it's really hype. It's a really cool idea that lets itself be creative because like even the demons could like even like main powerful demons would have different powers. That's too.
Hmm.
So it would always be a creative thing. And I have like for the main 4 or 5 characters, I have a gist of what I want their powers to be.
Mhm.
So that's hype. That's one of my
Uh,
ideas. I'll say others later throughout episodes. I'll just sprinkle in ideas that I have. Just here and
I,
there, I'll
th-
be like, BT dubs, here's an idea.
I think this episode could it has the potential to be the nerdiest episode we've
Yeah,
ever
man.
done.
It really does, honestly. This is
Like,
one of those moments where we literally spend maybe half an hour arguing about Godzilla versus King Kong, and
yeah.
then just start talking about anime. I also never finished the thing that would get me canceled, and I kind of want to finish it.
Wait, I thought you did finish it.
My claim was that I said that I didn't like I can't like characters don't look Asian to me in anime. That was the first part. My second part is when Netflix makes anime live action adaptations and they hire Asian actors, even if it's correct, it looks weird and wrong to me just because the anime doesn't look distinctly Asian to me. And that's the main canceling part. Some characters like I'm like, yeah, okay, that they look Asian to me. Like I think Roy Mustang from Full Metal Alchemist, he can be Asian. He kind of looks that way to me. Some characters
Yeah.
just do not look Asian
Mhm.
remotely to me. Where it's like if you casted a white dude, honestly, it probably would have looked a little less jarring to me. And that's the canceling part.
Yeah. Like, let me see. Like, have you seen Death Note?
I watched the first 5 minutes of it, got bored as a child, and then didn't watch it because I was like 12.
So I'm no expert either because I've only seen the first episode. But there's this black haired guy who just looks like a goth kid from my
Oh,
high
I know
school.
who
That's
you're
literally
talking about. Yeah, I know who you're
yeah.
talking about. I've
He
seen
just
pictures
looks
of
like a
him.
like a typical goth dude from your high
Yeah,
school. And like they could just cast him as some random guy, you know?
yeah. I get you. That one, I remember. I think the worst one for me was seeing the live action Edward Elric, because
Uh
in the anime Full Metal Alchemist, it's just a short 5 foot dude, like palish skin, blonde, long hair, big eyes. Like this dude has no feature that would make you think, oh, he could be Asian. There's nothing about it. It
uh
looks more
he's
like a white person than anything.
he's a white dude.
And seeing an Asian actor portraying that character, like seeing an Asian dude with long blonde hair that's supposed to be like short, it's just like I get it. It's like a Japanese anime, but it's not located in Japan in the anime. Like I feel like a white dude would be appropriate here, just
no
because it
honestly
just
like
looks more normal.
the setting for Fullmetal Alchemist is just straight up European, basically.
It's honestly
Like
just because all of it's just like a metaphor for like European colonization and invasion.
essentially, yeah.
Yeah. Or like I guess U.S. more like Native American versus like colonists makes more sense, but like for the gist of it, it is like not really focused on Japan. It's not really focused on any like Japanese history or ideology. It's mostly an Asian, it's not an Asian, like a European, like Western, like type of
Yeah.
thing. I think like Roy Mustang is a character that like I feel like an Asian actor could pull off because I feel like he does look kind of Asian to me. But
Yeah.
other than that, honest to God, like I can't. Like imagine Jotaro being played by an Asian dude. It doesn't work. Even though Jotaro's half Japan like Japanese.
It doesn't work.
It doesn't work. It just doesn't look right. Like it
There's
wouldn't look
also
right to me.
but then
Well,
there's like
also,
yeah.
oh no, go ahead, go ahead. I was gonna say that Jotaro also would never look right because of how fucking ripped he is.
That's
But
true. Yeah. I love how they like in JoJo, like all the main characters have like extra shadow shapes underneath every single muscle and bone, just to like emphasize how freaking ripped they are.
it's
It's
fucking hilarious.
it really is. It's just funny. But honestly, I see where you're coming from. I think it just depends because half of these worlds are fictional, you know?
Yeah,
If you
but
did
even the
something
ones set
like
in Japan, they don't look Asian. My Hero's in
just be,
Japan.
no, just because the show is from Japan.
No, like My Hero is set in Japan. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure like the characters like live in town. I'm pretty sure the city's called like New Tokyo or something.
Okay, never mind. Then that's different. But like something like Full Metal Alchemist, just because the show is from Japan doesn't mean that everyone has to be
Yeah,
Japanese.
yeah,
It's a fictional world, you
yeah.
know?
And I feel like they'll get canceled for that. I feel like people just don't agree with that take.
No,
I don't
okay,
know
but
why.
like it doesn't make any sense for the story because like we said, like Full Metal Alchemist is a very European Eurocentric type of thing. minus the like native areas, you
Yeah,
know,
the
if I
native
remember.
areas are definitely much more American centric themed, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
but in the native, like in the like deserty areas with the natives, you could cast accordingly.
Yeah.
Then you could cast like, you know, someone who fits the bill in that type of sense. But for the most of the main characters, they just for the in the show they just look white.
Yeah, they look white. And I feel like a lot of characters in anime just look white. Like in Naruto, s- mostly most of the characters just look white to me. Like Asian Sasuke wouldn't be weird to me because he kind of like maybe the hairdo, but like it's anime, so every hairstyle's gonna look weird. But an Asian Naruto and an Asian Sasuke would be like pretty fine. But I feel like there's just some characters who just like you just can't cast an Asian person for it.
You just hmm.
Just one of those things. Just one of those things.
Yeah, it's just one of the things. Just cast accordingly, you know.
Yeah.
Don't shoehorn in anyone just to fit the bill in a certain way. Like something like Mulan. Mulan makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, go ahead and cast Asians because it's
But also,
Mulan.
yeah, because
But
also it's like in set in that time period, they also make it clear that they look that like race and ethnicity. It's not
yeah,
one of those things where it's like, oh, it's said here, but everyone looks like a white dude.
yeah.
That's
That
my
being
problem.
that being said, Mulan was trash.
And the live action I did not watch because it looked
Oh,
absolutely horrendous.
be so grateful that you didn't watch it. It was
I just
so
don't watch
bad.
Disney live action. I don't support the Disney live action stuff.
I
I
don't I don't either out of principle, but my family started watching it and then I was just like, all right, screw it, I'll watch it.
Yeah,
Like
Disney, I feel, is the company where they popped off because they were poor back then, and now have so much money where they're like, we will not we will not make a single new idea. We will have other
yeah.
people do their stuff, and we will do the bare minimum. And when they're
Yeah,
like, oh, what about your stuff, Disney? They're like, well, we'll just fucking remake what we made 20 years ago, but worse.
dude, it's just one of those movies where you could tell they had an incredibly big budget, but they just the movie has no soul, you know?
Like every
The
live action Disney movie from like the past
yeah,
5, 6 years.
because
Remember Jungle Book? That was
yeah,
live action.
like the production quality is good, but like okay, I haven't seen Jungle Book, so I can't judge that. But
I haven't seen
Mulan,
it either. I haven't seen any of them.
dude, the acting in Mulan is so trash. It's
It's
like noticeably trash. It's
eh,
there's that, and then there's the fact that it just takes itself way too seriously, like way too seriously.
fucking movies and trying to be all serious and shit. Like I don't care. I
Yeah,
don't need a movie to take itself seriously at all. I think any movie that does that is fundamentally a flawed movie because the writer couldn't convey a serious tone. I think if you want to have a serious
yeah.
movie, you should have a concept that and a story that just is serious and doesn't need to be taken seriously. Like Interception, Is that it? Yeah.
Interception?
Inception.
Oh my gosh,
Jesus. I
Interception!
combined
Did you?
Interstellar. I combined Interstellar and Inception together. In my head, I was like, wait, no, that's Interstellar. Oh, all right, my bad. I combined two completely different movies together.
Oh,
But
that's
yeah,
so funny,
Inception. Oh,
dude.
Jesus. Inception.
Interception, the hot new football movie
Hey,
that's coming
man.
out this.
So Inception is fundamentally a pretty serious movie, but it doesn't have
Yeah,
a serious, like, it doesn't take itself seriously. It's just like, hey, we know we wrote something with a serious tone and we have that conveyed very well. We don't need to be like, oh yeah, it's a fucking war. How dare you make a fucking joke? God, Mulan. Oh, women can't
no, because
fight. God. Oh,
in Inception there are some moments of levity, but for
yeah,
the overall, there's the movie is pretty down to earth and it's very it's gritty sometimes.
yeah.
Like, but then there's moments where like Joseph Gordon-Levitt, like
Okay,
there's
I
that
haven't
one
seen
scene.
half of Inception. Please no spoiling. I want to see the other half later.
Oh my gosh, how did you?
We
Why'd
never
you?
watched it. We never finished the movie when we were at our friend's house. I won't dox him.
I forgot that that was a
It
thing.
it was like 12 o'clock. We were all really tired. I had to drive back home.
Yeah, okay. Honestly, we have to make sure that we can all watch that again.
We got literally halfway through the movie and paused it because we were like, hey,
No, I remember I was so frustrated about that because
we were
I'd seen
falling
it
asleep.
before. Yeah, I had seen it before, and I was like, guys, this is where it gets really good. And they were like, it's
Yeah.
like
In my
they
defense, I
were
was still
basic.
mostly awake. I think two of our other friends were falling asleep mostly. I want them had to drive back home. So
Yeah, it's one of those movies that you just really have to watch.
I will.
Like if you
I want to see that
if
and Tenet.
dude, Tenet, you freaking need a notebook and a pen to watch that movie.
I wanted to
Like,
see it in theaters, but
dude,
it's COVID and it's not safe.
dude, I was in Utah visiting family, and the restrictions there were a little more lax, and I was
By
like,
lax, you
screw
mean
it.
non-existent?
it it depends. The
Yeah.
restrictions are there, but culturally, people act like they don't exist.
Oh yeah,
So
that's
it's
fair.
just, yeah, it's just one of those states. But
I could
anyway,
call
I
it the
went,
U.S. mostly.
yeah, I went and I watched Tenet because I wanted to watch Tenet, and I went, dude, dude, the speakers, bro. I
Oh,
don't know
come on.
how they didn't fall off the wall. Because have you heard the soundtrack yet?
I haven't heard anything. I've been completely blind. I've seen maybe two trailers,
Yeah.
and that
So
is it.
if I remember correctly, it's the same guy who made the soundtrack for Inception,
Oh dear
and
Lord. Oh no.
yeah,
Oh God. Already
and
Inception's.
yeah, exactly.
God.
So he has a lot of those same moments, but like cranked up to 11. So it's just really low horn sections where it's like boom, boom,
Oh
boom,
fucking
boom,
Christ.
and you're hearing the seats just vibrating.
So
Like
all I'm hearing is I cannot watch this on a laptop or something, or my laptop's gonna fucking break.
your speakers will actually like have a bad
Oh
time,
dear
bro. Like
Lord.
there was this one scene. There's like two scenes in particular where you're like, the sound is so insane that it's almost disorienting. It's insane.
Jesus Christ, that's actually I can't think of anyone going Inception. I can make that worse. I can make that worse. All right, cool. I didn't think that needed to be done, but glad to know that was done. Oh,
Yeah. All I'll say is that make sure you wear headphones if you just end up watching it to
oh,
watch
so
it.
you want me to just go deaf is what I'm hearing.
It's an experience, dude. It's an
Yeah,
experience.
yeah. Headphones
It's
do hit different, I will not lie. Anytime I listen to music, I always hear like the ad libs and stuff 10 times better with headphones, and I'm like,
yeah.
that hits right.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, Tenet was really funny because since I was visiting family, my whole family was there. And hearing everyone's reaction to it was really interesting because you could immediately tell what their taste in movies is based off
Oh, that's the best.
what they thought of it. Like my mom hated it. She was like, "What's going on?"
Uh,
uh,
I
my dad
had
was just like, "Yeah, that was cool," and Ali was like, "Yeah, that was cool," and I was like, "That was so cool."
honestly, I love those movies. Those concepts are so cool to do. I love things that
Yeah,
mess with the mind like that.
dude, it's like unbelievably trippy.
Yeah, I don't
Like,
know the like act like I don't really remember what it was because I remember like they briefly kind of explained the trailer, so I'm sure it's gonna be way crazier in the movies. But from what
yeah,
it looked like, it looked absolutely amazing. I love a movie that does something wild like that with its like
yeah.
powers.
So you know how let me see, I need you know how Inception was kind of like we're gonna use okay, I'm just gonna use these markers.
All right.
You know how Inception was like, okay, we have dream level 1, dream level 2, and dream level 3.
Yeah.
Tenet is basically like this.
Now I like that.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
looking like multivariable calculus right there. But I
Yeah,
like that.
it's so I won't spoil, but there's parts where you're like where you see something and it's so confusing and unexplained and later on in the movie you're like, "Oh, that was that.
Oh, we love
Oh."
that. We love
Yeah.
that. That shows that someone thought out something.
Dude, this movie is like crafted. That's the only
I love a crafted movie. Goddamn.
yeah.
We need more of
Honestly,
those.
you Aaron, I know you will not be disappointed with it.
I have a guilty pleasure for anything that involves time powers. Nothing like time
Yeah.
travel because I think time travel's just been overdone at this point. But things where they mess with concepts of time, like slowing down, speeding up, messing stuff around like
Yeah.
that, absolutely love because I think it's fucking hilarious and butt wild and can
Mhm.
go nuts. Love that. And I love a wonderfully planned movie structure
Mm,
where it's like you may not understand something at the beginning, but that's
mm,
just because like they haven't explained that part. And you can
mm.
tell they're not explaining something in the beginning by being forced to write it. It's like, hey, we thought of this all. We're gonna show hints of each thing, and then you'll finally figure out all of it by the end, and it will all make sense.
Yeah. So what
Because
do you know
some
about
movie,
Tenet?
I I don't remember anything anymore, but from what I remember in the trailers, I think the power was like something is happening, but they're like pausing time, or in the sense of like pausing an event from happening, and then like I either by like a word or whatever, like it speeds up and everything happens again. That's what I very vaguely remember from watching a trailer in like
I
July.
I kind of want to explain the basic premise, but I want to keep my mouth shut at the same
Please,
time.
yeah, no, I want to see the whole thing
Yeah,
completely blind with no ideas.
that's
But
good. I'll let you do that.
I also have a guilty pleasure for anything that's actually planned out because fucking Star Wars.
It's so beautifully planned out, really. Like,
After experiencing Star Wars sequel trilogy, I have to have movies that are planned out. I have to have them
yeah, the
because sequel
planning
trilogy
is
was
so
absolute
good.
garbage, and now I've pissed off
Dude.
every sequel Star Wars lover.
Okay, who actually likes the sequels?
There's some people that
Who?
enjoy them. I think they're good films. I absolutely hate them and think they're all trash.
No, it's the
I
same principle. It's the same principle with Mulan. They have a lot of money, but they have no good ideas.
no, they had ideas. The problem was this. Disney hires an actor, J.J. Abrams. He makes a movie that's basically a it's basically just a retelling of another Star Wars movie, but whatever, sure. He hints at stuff, he hints at ideas. Second movie comes out. We have a different director. But J.J. Abrams never left the fucking blueprint for Ryan Johnson. I was like, fuck it. I don't know. Just do you, I guess. And there was no planned out thing of, hey, first movie this happens, second movie this happens, third movie this happens. There was none of that. So Ryan Johnson goes and he's like, all right, I'm gonna make a movie. He made a movie. He tied up essentially every mystery or loose thread that JJ had. Then J.J. Abrams comes back and was like, I fucking hated that. I'm gonna spend half my movie discrediting your movie, and then I'm gonna try and shoehorn stuff in and try to fix it, and it's gonna be complete garbage.
Dude, I if you want me to be honest, I can't even remember what happens in The Rise of Skywalker. It was so forgetful.
I'm gonna say this: Rise of Skywalker was trash. The only memorable thing I even remotely, I don't remember anything memorable from it. I just remember the scene so much because I watched so many people like criticizing it, so I can't forget. Um, all I remember is the memes from Rise of Skywalker. Last Jedi, it's just I remember all the negatives. I don't remember a positive, man. That's the
I if I had to choose, I would choose The Last Jedi being the best out of the three.
I
I
think
like
last yeah,
I
I
like
like Last
subversive
Jedi.
stuff.
I like
Yeah.
Last Jedi just because I like the ideas it did with the concept of the Force. I would have liked that to be explored more because movies don't really explore the Force much. They just go mystical thing that ties all life together. And like it works. I like the way that they keep it kind of like a mystery, but I kind of like the exploring concepts of the Force more. Just like
Mhm.
and kind of like unraveling parts of the mysteries and like making it be more nuanced. I enjoyed that. I wish they like did that more.
Mhm.
But Disney doesn't like stuff like that, so fuck me, I guess.
Uh,
Yeah, my biggest joy is that they are kind of like going that the sequel trilogy didn't happen and is not canon anymore with The Mandalorian. I really like that take.
I can appreciate that. I've seen a few
Yeah,
episodes of The Mandalorian. It's really well done.
I haven't because I don't have a Disney Plus, but I really want to. I really want to.
My roommates do, so I've gotten pretty lucky.
I'm so sad because so many characters I love from like Clone Wars and all that jazz are like somehow tied into the Mandalorian, and I'm like, God damn it, I want to watch it. I want to watch it. I want to see it. It looks so good. It looks so
It's
well
well
done.
done.
Looks
It's
so well
very well
done.
done.
You can tell they actually thought of stuff.
Exactly.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
There's a lot of love in that one. You could tell.
Yeah, because it's made by people who like Star Wars. Like Dave
Yeah,
Filoni
exactly.
and I can't say his last name, Fravio.
Yeah, yeah.
Dave Filoni is literally just the second George Lucas. This man literally one time described the prequel trilogy with so much love. Like he loved the entire prequel trilogy because he picked up on every like message and meaning behind each movie and story arc. And you can tell
Mhm.
that this man loves Star Wars and understands it on like such a deep level, like George Lucas. And that's why anytime he's made a Star Wars property, everyone has loved it more than the movies.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm. I'm also getting really tired of everything being the same time period in Star Wars. I'm not gonna lie.
Time period.
It's
Like,
yeah, because like from like episode one to like episode six, I hate the fact that every like concept is always around that time period. Like Mandalorian is like after six, but it still has to deal with all the consequences and things of this of like the original trilogy. The Clone Wars is
mhm.
in between the two movies. Rebels is in between two movies. Like a lot of shows always like do this thing where they're just like in between certain time periods where they can't
Mhm.
get fully creative because they're like, oh well, we gotta think about the continuity. So I hate that. I really
Yeah.
wish that like I can get a movie that's really separated from that time period,
Mhm.
like far off in the future, far off in the past, where it doesn't really matter.
Mhm.
Like
Or they
we got so much source material for the past that like they got no excuse.
honestly, I would love to see something where maybe we don't need to go super far in the past or super far in the future, but if we could just do like a story set in the Star Wars universe that doesn't have any uh, like connections to the major events going on in the
Yeah.
galaxy. Like, remember Solo? Did you see Solo?
I didn't see Solo because it looked like a cheap cash grab.
Okay, here's the thing. Solo. Okay, here's the thing. I'm not a Star Wars expert. You know this,
Yeah.
but Solo, for the first half of the movie, it's basically just contained in itself.
Yeah.
Because it's basically just this guy trying to escape this like really terrible worn down planet and trying getting involved in like the crime of the galaxy and everything, and it's really really well done, but since it's kind of its own thing, it's just you don't they didn't need to worry about any major connections until later on because he becomes Han Solo.
Yeah.
But I would love just
Yeah.
to see a random movie with just a dude just in the Star Wars universe dealing with his own Star Wars problems.
Yeah, that's my thing, you know. I'm always sad about that when it's just like, ah man, like we can't go fully self-contained because you still gotta be connected to the main stuff. And that always sucks in my opinion. Because I'm a fan of just letting like, especially for Star Wars with how crazy it is, just let it thrive and just not be linked to anything because it'll just be good. It'll be so much better.
Is it comes to a point, you know?
Yeah. But I mean, hey, we're kind of having that slowly happen now. We are slowly
Slowly,
getting
yeah.
there. So hopefully it will be able to happen. Hopefully
I
we'll
think
be
that
able.
this is easily our longest and nerdiest episode now.
This is definitely the longest, and I almost have to register for my school for
No,
my college classes soon. So
that's why I
if
bring it
I do
up
see
because
like kind of like I'm being weirdly like distinct, it's because I'm like slowly trying to go and log on to make sure I don't accidentally mess up. It's at 12:30, so we have like 10 more minutes, but yeah.
you think we should just wrap it?
I mean, I won't really have too many problems with anything because I don't really care. I have everything planned out and I have priority registration. The question
Ah,
for me is gonna be I just logged on and apparently two classes with my finals have contradictory times, and it looks like every class final is on the same day for every teacher, so I have to fix that.
that's
So
fun.
I hate that. I literally, when I was planning out my classes, it didn't tell me that there was priority conflict. So now I have to go to my other class and figure it out and try to pick a different thing. Oh,
Sucks.
great. We love it. We love having to deal with it. I have to now. Oh, wait. Oh, I can get a different time. Fuck, his finals the same time. God damn it. The good professor is at a different time. I can't have my good chemistry professor. People really like him, and I can't have him. Son of a, god damn it! Oh, there's only one professor I can have that doesn't mess up my schedule. That sucks. That's completely garbage. Oh my god. Oh well.
All right. I Here's the thing. I think I should leave you to this because I
All right.
gotta
Don't worry. I already fixed it. But yeah.
no, because I gotta go get some philosophy done. I'm taking a philosophy class, and
Nice.
we
Nice.
have our first argumentative essay due on
Oh, I
Tuesday.
love argumentative versus man. That's claps,
What's
slaps.
so funny about what I love about philosophy is that you basically don't need to cite sources because it's all logic.
Bro, my TAs told me to stop citing sources. I am actively told not to cite. I one time checked one like the essays I had written. It was like, yeah, man, you cite too much, just like paraphrase and stuff. I checked, I had cited like twice, like for one of the things. Like for this
Dang,
professional,
man.
he gives like three questions, so it's like three mini-ish, like short response essays.
Yeah.
And it's like what so for one of the like my TA's critiques, it was like, hey, you cite a little too much, do it a little less. And for one of the questions, I literally had like no time left, so I like barely cited. I like kind of paraphrased everything. I cited like
Mhm.
maybe two things, and and he really liked that. So I just cited it twice, and then for one of my big essays, he was like, hey, dude, you cite too much. Just paraphrase. I literally like don't even cite that much. I cite like maybe 3 or 4 times. I hate citing. I fucking hate it. I don't know how, but I have to just do it less, and I love that.
I could get behind that.
Man, high school. We can have a whole podcast of how little high school is actually useful for preparing a person for college, and the fact that they
I'm with
don't
you
tell
on
you
that.
anything important.
Cough, cough, math.
Our high schools. I'm not gonna speak for Ethan or anyone else, but personally for me, when I stepped into college, a lot of stuff that I didn't realize was gonna be important for my major, and I guess for context, I'm a molecular bio major. I'm in STEM. I was not aware of a lot of stuff of how important it was gonna be because my school just didn't feel like talking about these things. Because they do a general blueprint for every kid, and they're like, hey, these are recommended for being accepted into college, but they don't really give you specifics for different majors. They just say fuck you in a sense. Because if I had known what I was going to be doing in college, I would not have structured a lot of my classes the way I structured them.
Friend of mine.
Uh,
Honestly, yeah, well, what can you do?
well,
Too
that
late
can be a
now.
topic for a different podcast. We can just
I
talk about our
that could,
experience.
yeah, I could get behind that actually.
I'd always love to like give advice to high school kids. Honestly, I feel like my advice isn't the school friendly version, which is why I'll never be invited to
Nothing
our
you do
school.
is school friendly.
I will never be invited to go to my school to ever give like proper advice because my advice really is not what the counselor wants to tell the kids. It's exactly what life is like for college
Yeah,
and high school.
you
And
keep it real. That's
counselors,
why they
I
don't
keep
like
it
you.
real and they don't like that. They one look at my high school like transcript of the classes I had my senior year. They would never bring me
Uh,
back. My biggest, if anyone is in high school watching this, if you're in senior year of high school isn't a priority anymore. Don't have it be a stressful year. Your priority is college. You should be relaxing. Your first semester is gonna be applying to colleges, and your second semester is just like you're keeping up good grades just so the colleges won't, whoever accept you won't be, hey, you're not accepted. That's the main gist. Your main priority in your senior year should be high school, should be the college, not the high school itself. So who gives a shit? Don't take, don't make high school any harder. You shouldn't ever have to worry for high school tests in college when you're in your senior year. You should go into every class like sleeping through it, getting an easy grade that are still like at like good enough, like high level classes still where like colleges won't be like, oh, you're being a lazy bitch. But that's the big thing. That's my one high school advice I'll give for the tip. If you're a senior, high school is useless. College matters more. Focus on your college stuff. Don't focus on your high school stuff. It literally is useless at that point.
Especially focus on your major. Learn stuff that's relevant to your
Yes.
major.
Oh my God, please. Actually do that before too. If you like are dead set on something, do research and see what colleges you want to get into and see what classes they do. Cause like Dude, I was always torn between a lot of stuff, and eventually I settled on bio. So like it doesn't really apply for me, but do research and see what you need to do. Because sometimes it's just like, hey, you'd rather take that one extra class that might be held in high school just so you get to avoid all of it in college because it's 10 times more annoying to deal with stuff like that in college.
Agreed. And plus, if you already know the stuff, like even if it doesn't transfer,
Yeah,
like if you
just
have
having the knowledge is so
yeah,
nice.
exactly.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I'll say
Like,
this. My bio class I'm in right now is technically AP Bio from high school, and I took AP Bio. The only reason I didn't get it like covered was just because I didn't score high enough on the AP test.
mhm,
But like I know everything because I had a good teacher. And
mhm,
my like professor does these things where we have like participation mini quizzes at the end of each lecture to like actually do watch the videos. One
mhm.
day I woke up like fucking 101 fever, feeling absolutely terrible. I literally whipped out my laptop. I just looked at what the topic was. I got every part question right just because of my prior knowledge. And I've done that a couple times. Sometimes just having background knowledge, even if you have to take the class, is way better. And if you can skip it, it's so much better because your first year isn't always going to be as fun because you're not taking stuff you really care about.
Dude, like one of my roommates, I'm taking a programming class because I'm thinking about studying programming a little bit more,
Yeah.
experimenting with that. And so this is my first ever actual introduction to programming. It's basically a programming intro class, which is good because I need an intro. But my
Yep.
roommate, he's actually a computer science major, but he didn't have any transferable classes, but he's been programming for years. He's just been teaching it to himself basically. And it's almost comical how fast he can whip up the assignments that takes me
Yeah,
hours.
yeah, that's honestly wild. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I spent like 2.5 hours programming the end of this week's assignment, which was a text-based adventure game.
Oh my
And I
God,
was,
that's awesome.
yeah, and I was there for like 2.5 hours, like, why is this not working? He cooked it up in 10 minutes, Aaron.
Oh my God.
10 minutes. He made a fully fledged, like, it's just,
Built different, man. The knowledge. Knowledge is
it,
power.
it's so funny. Like, he doesn't even bother. He's so confident that he doesn't even bother looking at the assignments until the hour that it's due. He looks at the instructions. He's like, okay, yeah, I can do this. Clicks it out, and it's done.
That's wonderful. That's absolutely wonderful. That's me with bio. I went to the last possible hour to get stuff done because I'm like, oh, there's like hour and a half of lecture video. Cool. I'll watch it at times two speed, take some notes. Bam, easy, full credit, done.
It's think of it this way. For whoever's listening, if you're in high school, it's an investment. It's
Yeah.
really an investment.
It's like
It's a
Dogecoin. You may not get anything right now, but in the future it'll pay off.
Next episode we're gonna do stocks, bet.
Oh God, I still haven't like done my Robinhood stuff to invest in Dogecoin, and like I'm getting really concerned because I feel like it's gonna skyrocket soon. I have a good feeling that
I
it's just gonna go crazy.
One of these days it might snap. You never know.
I have to. I don't have any of my account info. My mom does, so I have to get it from my mom.
Ah, yeah.
That's the problem here.
Mhm. I still haven't. I'm honestly. I think I'm just gonna observe this one. I think I like to watch this. I don't know if I'll ever get involved.
Look, man, it's one of those things where it's like I genuinely would have done this GameStop thing if I knew about it earlier, and I sadly did
Yeah.
not. If I knew, I would have joined it. I would be like, fuck yeah. It's like what, 20 bucks or something? Fuck yeah, drop 20 bucks. Hell yeah, let's go. I'm so sad I didn't. Biggest regret in my life. Biggest regret. If I knew about it earlier, I totally would have been part of the group, honestly.
Life passes you by
Yeah,
sometimes.
it really does sometimes. But I'm not gonna end the podcast soon because about 5 seconds my registration will open up. So I'm about to register for my classes. All right, and it's time. All right, children. So what you do is you wait, you just enroll. You enroll in your stuff. I click an enroll button, I confirm, and then I do it again for my other thing. And I'm done. Easy as that. Can I do all of them? It's not, yeah, it's not gonna let me. Never mind. God damn it. Yeah. All right, I'm done. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. You love it. You love not getting screwed out of your classes. Love getting not
Dude,
getting screwed out of your classes.
a speed run, dude.
No, it's absolutely fantastic having like the classes I want without getting stolen. Almost every class I had my winter quarter got stolen from me just because like
Mhm.
all of the classes were in the series, so I was like, all right, man, like my math and my bio are on the same day, so I don't want to have those two mess with each other. So I'll pick
Yeah.
those two. The chemistry professor I wanted didn't work out. The other professor I wanted for my other class didn't work out. I had to spend like 10, 15 minutes my other registration day just trying to make it all work. And
Oh
I
my
paid the price
God.
for it because this has been a rough year. This has been a rough quarter.
Mhm. It happens,
Also, if you're in
man.
high school, don't take calculus. Just do a summer program. I got all my calculus done in 15 weeks. I learned calculus in 15 weeks. Now it was COVID, so I could do some finessing, and it definitely was different. It was a different structure than in person. But I'm just saying, you don't need to do calculus like in high school. Fuck that. Fuck that. If
Unless
you're in
you're a physics
bio,
major or something.
yeah, unless you're a physics major. If you're in bio, take stats. Do AP stats in high school actually, because you need to take a stats class. So just get rid of stats because it's just a stupid class anyway, and it's easy. It's really not that hard. Like I'm taking it right now. I'm almost done with it. It's a very simple class. It's literally like all multiplication and division. It just sounds scary sometimes, people. It just looks scary because it's just weird. But trust me, it's not scary. Just take AP stats, do a summer program. You'll be like, I did a summer program. I learned one part of calculus in 5 weeks. I learned another thing in 10 weeks. 10 weeks is standard if you're in the quarter system. 5 weeks is half that. It's doable. Calculus isn't that hard, really. I didn't take math for a whole year, and I went into calculus, learned it in 5 weeks, got an A. It's not too bad, honestly. It's tough at first, but at the end, it will all make sense. You just gotta do a little time. It requires time.
As
That's
with all things.
that is my other advice. Calculus
Yeah,
isn't
yeah.
the first calculus class you take won't be too hard because all it really requires is you just like practicing on the stuff. Because once you get because the concepts aren't really too bad. There's just like 5, 6 rules you need to know. Once you get what the rules are, bro, calculus becomes a breeze. You just look at it, you're like, I need to do this rule, and you're like, all right, I do this rule first, then this rule. Bam, done. Questions might take some time, but it's not too hard. When you take the second calculus class, when you get to integrals, that's when it's going to get hard and not going to make any sense, mostly. At first, they'll seem kind of easy, then they'll go batshit crazy. So it's just better to get rid of calculus as fast as you can. And I guarantee your high school teachers probably aren't going to explain it that well, unless you have some godly teacher.
You just popped off, dude.
I really did. We went over an hour. This has been a very
Yeah.
long podcast episode, but
This
probably
is
should.
almost this is a feature length film right here, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
we got almost a whole last film going on right now. We got a whole anime film. But yeah, probably should end it off here. I have some plans right around now that are needing to happen.
I've
Ethan's
got
got some
homework.
homework. So if you have watched it this far, I love you.
If you've watched this whole thing, major props to you. Like,
Major props. I love you. You're fantastic. If you have things, consider subscribing. This is gonna be a weekly thing. If you watch this far, you
are we gonna
probably
do?
like the series. You like the podcast, drop a like, do the YouTube shiz. We're only gonna do this on YouTube because I'm too lazy to set up everything that's needed for the audio, but like Spotify and stuff. I don't want to
We're
do that.
sticking around. Don't worry.
Yeah, it's gonna be a YouTube thing. It'll be like a weekly thing. Just subscribe. It'll be nice. Comment, do the liking. I don't really care if you get the notification of the videos going up. That's it. That's it. Just enjoy. Enjoy. Please consider. Anyway, yeah. Any final thoughts to end it all off?
Uh, I think I've said all my thoughts. No more
All right
thoughts.
then. All
I've
right
gone.
then. Enjoy. Have a wonderful day, people. Yeah, that is the end of the second episode of Objectively Wrong. And
We'll see you
God
next
damn, this was a
week.
mess. See you next week.